This recipe comes courtesy of the upcoming book Project Griddle from Mr. Steven Raichlen. If you are looking to up your griddle game, look no further. We are talking a barbecue flavored pork chop that is going to feature its own custom rub. And did I mention a scratch South Carolina mustard sauce? If you had answered yes to upping your griddle game, look no further, and welcome to Project Griddle. As always here at License to Griddle, you can get the full ingredient list under the show notes down in the description. As noted, this one's going to feature a simple custom rub that is going to take these chops through the roof with flavor. Pick yourself out bone-in or boneless chops. You are going to want to rub them down tops, bottoms, sides. You know the deal. As far as that custom South Carolina mustard sauce, we are going to make that on the griddle. Alrighty, all, welcome back to the channel. Of course, my name is Tommy, and this here is License to Griddle. And I got to tell you, I am super jacked for this recipe here. And this is all going to start with a. This is going to be a South Carolina mustard sauce. And I've got my griddle all ready to go, and as usual, all the ingredients to this sauce, to this whole recipe, to the book, it's all going to be down in the description. And we will get this going right here on the griddle. She will stay pretty heated up. Got to have a little bit of kick. And as you saw my opening, you know, as a recipe guy, an 80s, late 70s, 80s kid, Steven Raichlen was, he was the guy. He was the man. He was the barbecue man for sure. So, you know, when I had a chance to interview him on my channel and then on, you know, in person, it was just a dream come through. And then when he sent me this book, I mean, I was just pickled pink. I'm not even pickled pink or whatever it is. I'm not even sure if this book is out yet. We will just take this sauce here. Nice. Move it to the side. Let's get just a little bit of oil down. As you can see, we are smoking pretty good. We are fired all the way up. We don't like to mess around here at License to Griddle. No need to show you a lot of the prep work, you know, slicing onions and stuff. I'd rather not waste your time with that stuff. I'd rather get right to the recipe. And here is our chops. I have some bone-in chops here. I had these in the fridge. I'm going to use them up. The only negative with the bone-in is they can curl a little bit. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. But these are nice, man. So we will get these down. And of course, I've got some boneless. I've got my top here just in case I need it. I've also got a weight here in case anything starts to curl. You want to maintain good contact with the griddle, right? Now I am going to use this fork right here to push it down. Once I'm done doing that, I'll get that off to the side so we don't use that again. And we are just going to let these go probably for about 2.5, 3 minutes. About 3 seconds your time and about another 2.5 my time. You know, so the one thing people do when they're doing something like a chop, let's say, you don't want to flip it too early. Even a steak, you want to get the proper sear. You want to flip it as less as possible. Something like this, you don't want to necessarily keep flipping it. Get that proper sear, then flip it. Get the seared on the other side. At that point, we can start cooking it to temperature. And that looks pretty good right there. And that was about 3 minutes or so. And of course, remember, I am definitely hotter up front and here, and that is even better. This is what I am digging. That is a little bit of char. I always talk about char. I absolutely love it. We are going to do a little bit of switching here. I'll move these these big chops over here, put those here. I've got protection on the oil. Let me drizzle just a little bit down. Remember, my oil, my griddle by design by me leans this way. So when I drop some oil in here, she is going to automatically just kind of flow down into the food. My sauce is looking good, so I am just going to move this off. We don't want that to cook down too much. So I'm just going to allow these to sit here probably for another 2.5 minutes. 3 seconds your time, another 2.5 my time. Alrighty guys, so that was about another 2.5 minutes. Probably total cooking time is about 4.5 to 5 minutes. And that there is exactly what I am looking for. That is nothing but flavor. Let's give these another little flip. Oh yeah. All right, so these are going to be done right here. Let's get these pulled off. I'm sure all these ones right here, and this is nice and, boy, I'm just going right in it like butter right there. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's done. I know this one's going to be done. It's nice and thin, done. Sometimes I think I'm just... Okay, these are going to all be done here. We've got these two bad boys here we got to worry about. And we're almost there on these. Let's let these go for about another 2 minutes or so. Let me get my sauce back on. And again, we're going to add to this sauce in 1 minute. Just hang in there. Oh yeah, that is what I am looking for. That is beauty right there. That sucker is going to be mine, I can tell you right now. So look, I think we are done here. I am going to get this off. Let's get some of this flavor up. Has to be. Now it doesn't take a lot. You can do this with, you know, a beef face or something. And we're not going to use a lot of this. We're just going to use a little of this. But again, this is a lot of flavor right here. That's all it takes. All right, guys, so look, what I want to do here is let's get everything set up on the board. You know the deal. We will set it up. We will plate it up. We will do that taste test. We will talk about it and close out the show. All right, guys, you know, what could I say other than a huge thank you got to go out to Steven Raichlen for sending me over this book before it has hit the markets. And this is indeed Project Griddle. I will have links to this book down in the description. And again, man, if you don't know who he is, do some research on him. He is the, look, the guy is a barbecue legend. He is the man. Trust me, I have been watching him. I have been following him for, for 40 something years. And when it comes to recipes like this, I gotta tell you, I am all in. To me, there is nothing better than, whether barbecue or griddle or in the kitchen. It is so good to break out of your comfort zone and just try new things, because your cooking is only as good as the recipe is. And I got to tell you right now, this has all the flavors of a dynamite recipe, that is for sure. I tasted the sauce. I haven't tasted the chops yet. I've got Molly right there on standby. I don't even know where to go, but I think I'm going to go right here. Got to get some of that juice. I mean, the juice is all over this plate. And of course, one thing I have to say that I love about this, I don't know if the camera's getting it, but I love that char on there. I mentioned it in the filming of this recipe. That to me is a lot of flavor. Let's go in. Here you go, and cheers. Wow, yeah. All righty, look, right off the bat, that South Carolina mustard sauce is all over this. The juice is mixed in with the sauce, and then you've got that, that custom barbecue rub on this. This is an absolute 10 out of 10. And if you went to any barbecue joint in North Carolina, Texas, Kansas City, obviously South Carolina, Jersey, I don't care where it is, this here is restaurant quality stuff. There is no doubt about it. Put the smash burgers aside and whip yourself up a recipe like this, man. Up your game. You will definitely dig it. And that is going to close out this show here. I appreciate you all for watching. Again, I got to thank Mr. Steven Raichlen for the book, for the time that he spent with me. It is all greatly appreciated. It is definitely a dream come true. Other than that, I am going to cut out of this one. This is dinner tonight. And again, my name is Tommy, and I guess that makes me the Griddler. And until next time, we will see you